back in 1892, and there was actually, would you believe, a Scotsman involved, and his name was Tom Kilroy, originally from Dundee in Scotland, and I believe he came over here working as some sort of a bank manager or something, and he started off in Malone, Kerry, and then he was moved up here to Drogheda, which is the nearest town here just to the south of us, and I believe he was here for 13 years, and somehow he was one of the founders of finding this fantastic links golf course. Yeah, you have loads of families here. You know, we've sort of looked at it, the club has looked at it here now. You know, we are an aging club, there's no doubt about it, but the emphasis now is really to get young guys and girls in here, especially girls, because, you know, girls, I find it very hard for girls to come in and play golf. You don't see many of them members, but it's definitely, the club are looking into that big time, and they're starting to do things about it now. I started back here in 1983 as a young 16-year-old buck, whereas my mother's house and father's house is only about 2.5 miles from here, and would you believe I never stood in the golf course before then. I came in here for an interview for a job, and I was happy enough that I got it. So I was about 16, 17 then, and I found myself, like, I'm here now 33 years. Yeah, I've worked here then under a number of head greenkeepers over time, and back in the late 90s then I sort of moved in as assistant deputy head greenkeeper, and back then in 2001 I took over as head greenkeeper. We're lucky here that along the east coast here we hold this amateur event which is called the East of Ireland. It's been going, I think, since 1910, if I've done my history and done my homework. You know, back then you had the west of Ireland, you had the north, you had the south, and I think east maybe one of the last ones that actually got involved. And so every June bank holiday weekend we have the East of Ireland here, which of them 4 tournaments it's the only strokes play, whereas the other ones are all match play. So, like, you know, over time you had a lot of the greats, Des Smiths, the Rory McIlroys, the Clarks, you know, all these guys coming here and playing. And as I said, it started back in 1910 and it has been here every year since. Well, when it comes to doing extending greens or even a new green, you know, you're talking about 18 months before you see the, you know, the benefit of it. But you can, you know, the work has to be done within maybe a 2-week or 3-week period to get the turf down again. You know, get it up, get it shaped, get your shaper in to do the work. You know, the designer will come back that he's happy, and then for ourselves or someone else to come down and put the turf down. It might take about 4 months before you can get it opened up again and get it playing on it. But it really, you know, that sort of work, you're talking about 18 months. The renovation work that was done on the second green, prior to that it was a 3-tier green, and I felt the members here and the Greens Committee in that, and myself felt it wasn't really in with the rest of the layout of the golf course. So we got Philip again, you know, the committee got Philip to have a look at the second green and come up with plans and ideas. And so from a 3-tier green he brought it down to a 2-tier green, which at the time gave us more pin positions, which was great for us as greenkeepers. The members again had, you know, looking at it, it was easier sort of from their point of view and putting, because it was very tough when it was a 3-tier green for them. Well, regarding to the second green, you know, it was like that since '95, I think it was changed, and you know, this is 2014 was when we done it. So, but like the members weren't happy for years and years and years, and maybe it takes a captain to come in and say, okay, you know, I'm fed up listening to the members going on about it. Let's get a designer in, let's get ideas, let's get it changed. And you know, so it can happen pretty quick then. You know, either there's a meeting with the members and show the ideas that the architect has, and then if they're happy with it, let's go ahead and do something about it, you know. As a links course here, you know, if it comes to fertilisers and feeding, you know, traditionally it's low nitrogen and like that. You know, mostly liquid feeds and that. We're no different than any other links course around Ireland. You know, we're here in Baltray. We're part of the Irish Links Initiative. We meet up twice every year, and you're sitting talking to other superintendents, and basically you find that we're all around the same mark, or that's the way we'd like to be anyway. You know, but again, you know, you have the agronomists. You know, we're involved with STRI, and Ian McClement is one of the agronomists that comes here, an advisor, and you know, he advises where we are, what we're doing, where we're at, where we'd like to be, and we sort of sit down and put our heads together. And yeah, when it comes to nitrogen and stuff like that, and feeding, you know, we're very low, and low watering, everything. You know what I mean? We want to encourage the natural grasses of links course. You know, your fescues and that. And you'll find that all links courses in Ireland now are trying to get back to the old way of greenkeeping and the old links golf courses. And this is what our visitors come, and this is what they want. Yeah, as I was saying, like, I'm here 32 years. You know, hopefully I'll be here through my retirement. You know, as I said, 32 years here, like, I feel like I've gone through a lot with the club. The club's gone through a lot with me. I appreciate, you know, between buying my first house, buying my first car, you know, all these things, and it's all been tied here at Baltray. I've never been in any other course. Of course, I went away for work experience in Scotland and stuff like that. But you know, what's not like to like about Baltray, and why would you not want to work here?